time is 8:05, and this morning we have a special guest helping out our meteorologist Kelley Bayern with her Friday forecast.
Yes, so we auctioned off the chance to be a forecaster for a day, and he's a big part of the Gresham-Barlow community. Kelley, please introduce us to your guest forecaster.
Yes, this is Coach Scott Luna, who's been a wrestling coach in the Barlow neighborhood, the Barlow area, out in Gresham for 37 years.
Wow.
So you're excited to be here and give the weather forecast.
Yes, I am.
All right, let's get at it. Take it away, your debut.
Okay. Here we are. Our current forecast is 65 in Portland, and
nice and cloudy outside.
Nice and cloudy outside. I'm going to look over here. Nice and cloudy outside. Super sunny. Going to be sunny all day.
Showers.
Radar showing some showers over in Central Oregon, Madras area.
Portland, not much rain right now, though.
Not much rain. It's going to be 89 in Tigard, 89 in Lake Oswego, 89 in Beaverton.
Doing well, Scott. Yeah.
So metro forecast is 90 in Portland today, 90 in Gresham, my hometown.
And up north, Vancouver?
North Vancouver, going to be 89 today, 89 in Salmon Creek, 90 in St. John's. Tonight's forecast, 60 in Portland, a few clouds and mild, and I always like to end up with be kind, be kind, be kind from Coach Pittman, and always believe in yourself.
Some nice words to say there. Oh yeah, I love it.
7-day forecast, going to continue to be hot through Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, central beginning of next week and into the middle of the week, it's going to cool off.
Yeah, we also have a chance for mountain thunderstorms as well. Nice work here.
Oh,
we'll go pull you off, and we'll share more of the 7-day.
Well done.
Yeah, there you go.
So there you go. Take a look at that full 7-day forecast. Here's a little behind the scenes know-how. So when Kelley leaves the screen usually and she lets you see that full 7-day, she's done that because she's walking behind the scenes over to the couch. So that's what we just had Coach Luna do as well. So welcome to the couch. Well done. Round of applause for your first forecast.
A little nervous, which I don't get much of, but I was a little nervous, I have to admit.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Yeah,
you did well.
Thank you.
Who did you have watching you today, you said?
I had our whole company, O'Malley Brothers Corporation out in Gresham, and then my whole wrestling team and parents have been watching.
Oh my gosh, so no pressure.
Yeah,
no
you
pressure,
did audience.
You did great, but we wanted to talk to you a little bit about this fundraiser. We auctioned off the chance to come on the show and do weather, and this was a fundraiser for what team?
It was a fundraiser for Westland High School. Kevin Keeney. Westland was last year's Oregon State champions in wrestling and the high school wrestling 6A division. And I always like to support, no matter what team it is, anything to do with wrestling, I'll support it.
Mm-hmm. So you've been a wrestling coach, as Kelley mentioned, for decades here in the community. Tell us a little bit about your work and the students that you've gotten to work with.
Well, I've coached several different middle schools over the years. I kind of took a break for a little while, and then I came back 16 years ago when I was offered the Barlow Mat Club job, and my son was 5 years old, and then I've just stuck with it ever since, and we've built the program up to a pretty good program. We have about 100 wrestlers every year.
In wrestling, it teaches skills not only on the mat, but off the mat, and out of school, in life.
In life, it's tremendous. It teaches hard work, perseverance, always believe in yourself, and so that goes into life. Wrestling to me is the toughest sport there is, and if a child can learn to work hard, that will go into life.
Yeah. Well, Kelley, I know you've mentioned on the show before, you grew up a boxer. You did women's boxing. So were you guys talking shop a little bit behind the scenes?
We were. You know, it was really cool to talk about a lot of the similarities that, boxing or wrestling have, just because the sport itself is very team-oriented, but the actual, work on the mat or in the ring is very individualized. But just that team culture is so fantastic, and we talked a lot about that.
Yeah. We at Barlow, we try and get the kids to, they become friends for wrestling with each other, and over the season and then over years, we have families right now that are together, and they spend time together, vacationing, have become really good friends, and they thank me, which it's not really not me, it's them, and but they're super good friends as families, and now this group of kids, this great group of kids I have that are 7th and 8th graders, they're going to be infiltrating into several different high schools over the Portland metro area.
It's such a big sense of camaraderie,
Yeah.
that team and the community that you build, regardless of the sport. But very similar to my time boxing up in Washington, and I'm sure the community that you've built here with wrestling, 37 years as a coach.
That's pretty cool.
That is
Congratulations.
fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
And you're on a couch with a bunch of women. So let's talk about women's wrestling, girls
Yeah.
wrestling.
So women's wrestling, girls wrestling is the biggest growing sport in the nation right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oregon became the 7th, I think it's the 7th state in the country to have Oregon State high school state championships in high school.
Wow.
And so it's really growing big. And I always like to tell our boys who like to talk during practice is if they can listen, if they can take after the girls, because the girls listen, they're like sponges. They just take in everything that I say, and you can see it on the mat. They really put the moves to use, and it's awesome seeing the growth of women's wrestling. And women's wrestling is going to help bring back men's wrestling at the college level.
Yeah.
It's already started. We're adding a bunch of college programs throughout the nation, and it's a big thing. And women's wrestling is on the grow.
Well, it seems helpful to have such a supportive network and coaches like you right behind these women who are trying new things and trying to practice wrestling. So thank you.
Yeah, they're tough. Girls are tough.
Oh, don't we know it?
Oh, man, don't ever
power.
say girl power.
Man.
They're tough.
That's so
They're
cool.
tough.
Well, Coach
awesome.
Soda, we appreciate you being here this morning. Thanks for all the work you've done in our community as an educator and a coach for a
What's
lot
that
of
thing you
students
like to
out there.
say?
This is from Coach Pittman, Peninsula Wrestling, one of my mentors, and he always ends his practice with "Be kind, be kind, be kind." And he also taught me over the years, to believe in yourself, and that is huge.
That's a great message. Anything surprise you today about what you learned at forecasting?
Not really. That I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
And all my wrestlers and my coworkers will be like, "Oh, he was at a loss for words," which I really never am at a loss for words. So that's probably the biggest thing.
Kelly
I
makes
got
it
a
look
little nervous.
easy every
Yeah,
day.
she
She's a
does.
pro.
The cameras
She
turn
does.
on,
She's
the lights turn
She's
on.
awesome. She's
Well,
awesome.
thanks for
Coach,
being
thank
here.
you so much.
Awesome to have you here.